Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little behind this morning. How you guys doing today? Let's see what the market has for us. All right, so 6:43. Market's been open now for about 13 minutes my time. So it should be 9:43 Eastern. Looks like we've already been down to this zone. Uh, did a quick pop up, and we are now. I think there's a good chance we're going to keep on going. So overall, what do we have? Looks like just we have a lot of red. Um, let's see. So last night, what did we do? Let's see if we don't stall out here. We have this, um, switch this to 60 minutes. So we have this candle here, nice wick, but we're still selling off, or it looks like we're going to push right through it. Um, so we should be breaking under 21, and easily, I think there's going to be a stretch down to 280. So let's see if we hold the bottom of the zone or not. My guess is we're not going to, and I'm going to want to be short. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get in quick here. So I'm scooting over to the 1 minute. Okay, so there's 23 seconds left on this candle. Um, Ideally, I'd like for us to just close below this zone, and then I'd like to go short at 24, but we'll see what happens. The low of the previous candle from it's like around 5:15-ish. That was 1875. So we closed in the zone. I would have preferred we closed below it. I'm still thinking about getting in here at 24. So I'm going to go in with a smaller position. I was going to do three contracts. Um, I think I just missed it altogether. That's okay. I'll just wait a second. See what else we get. Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning. How's everyone's morning going so far? If you can hear me, let me know if the audio's working okay. So it looks like we're pushing up into the zone a little bit. Right off with 10.
Order submitted.
Yeah, 10-point stop would have been great. Let's see. 618. See if I can get filled a little bit lower here. Missed it. All right, I'm going to put an order here at 610 or 310. And I want to see a drop.
Order filled.
Um, so let's see what we get here. But I'm in short. My entry was 10. Let me scoot this over. I don't know why it's not showing on the chart that you guys see. So put that there for you. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna let this ride. I'm gonna go ahead and get down to above break even. I'm gonna leave my order at 82. But I'm going to be ready to get out in case I need to. So my hard stop's above my entry. And I think we'll be good there. I could scoot my profit target down just a little bit. If we get filled down to the 80, that'll give us a 31 points. So it's a big move for the morning.
Order filled.
We missed the entry. It was a perfect pullback right into the bottom of the zone. I was still tweaking some stuff on my end, but ideally I wanted to get in at 24. So 153.24 would have been my entry. By default, I have a 10-point stop. That would put our stop way up here. But I wouldn't have let it go that high. I think probably 28 or 29 would have been fine. So that's like 5 points. And as you see, this candle here, it wicked right up into the zone, only went up as high as, what do we have? This is 26. So it would have been about, just under 3 points against us. But I missed that entry, and then I was just waiting to see what was going to happen. So we're very close to market open still. It's 21 minutes in. Um, and let me make sure I have no open positions. Okay, good. Um, So I'm looking at the 1 minute, just watching these quick moves. So as soon as I missed that entry, I wasn't going to hop right in because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But we closed towards the bottom of this setup here, and then I ended up taking the break below. So my entry was 10, so 310.75, and it would have to have been a tight stop. I can't give it all the way back up to here again, but the way that we're moving, the way the market's just, it's kind of dropping. Um, we had room to run from down here at 24, so 324, all the way down to this level here, about 280. And so that was my target. But in case this thing was going to, whip right around, I did just take that quick 5 points. So I locked that in, so I have some kind of a profit. And then I was going to let that other contract just kind of run. So right now we have the momentum on our side. The market's pretty red. So I was looking for that sell off. So right now we might pull back up a bit. There's a possibility we can get back in here again at 24. I'm going to guess that we don't, but it's a possibility. So we'll see what happens down here around this 280 level, down to 300 or up to 300. But I don't know that I need to take any other trades today. So I did add some more accounts. As you see here, there's more accounts than what was showing yesterday. So I did take this across all the accounts. So this morning I was running with 20. So these guys are all brand new. You can see the 700 that was added to this 150,000. So I did add on some 150Ks, and then I have some 50K accounts as well. So that's it. So that's where we're at for the morning. Um, if these were funded, this would be a fantastic morning. 20 accounts times 700. That's a great start. And how long was the trade? It was a pretty quick trade. So you got to love stuff like that. Um, so we can keep pushing it. I think we can find another setup. Uh, I'm not going to take more than 3 trades with you guys this morning. Ideally, I would maybe take one more, and I'll still play it pretty small. So we'll do 1 or 2 contracts. I'm trading the NQ minis. So let's see if we can find something. So we're consolidating. We came down to the 280 level. I think we might have a little bit of a pullback because we had quite a stretch down. Um, and I don't know why my trades aren't showing up on this chart. They should be. So I might get rid of that chart altogether for you. I'll just leave it. Let's see what we get. But while we're waiting for that, let's look over here. So let's get this back out. Let's go to the hourly. So I drew this trend line up here. It's just something to watch out for, right? Because we don't know what's happening over here. It was looking bearish, but there was case for this to be kind of a bullish play. And we did get a pop up, and I think it freaked some people out because I was watching some other guys that are out there that go over the markets, and some guys I actually follow. I think they have some really good info, and I've kind of learned from them and been part of other mentorships. But they were very bearish, and so they were in some heavy bearish positions over the weekend. And so I know they probably weren't too excited about this pop up. The positions opened up where the stocks that they were following were green. The market was showing green. So I think that was a surprise to them. And then we ended up pushing up a little bit, not a lot. But I think everyone was expecting more of a breakdown. But we have this consolidation area, and I thought, well, maybe it's a possibility to get up to here. So we watch out for this trend line. But if we got up there, I wasn't looking for a break of it, but other people could be. Right now, I think it is. We got to watch out for the surprise moves. I think overall the market is bearish. Or I should say, we should be looking for bearish plays because I think even if we get a pop up, I'd be just hesitant about going all in for super longs, and for the break of this trend line. I'd be very careful with that. But it's good to keep an eye on stuff like that because if it's that clear, that means a lot of other people are watching it. And that's what you want to do. You want to look at things that other people are watching. And the more people are watching that, then you can see that that play is kind of in effect. Um, but because of that, you can take the other side of that play because, you could be on the one side's going to be right. So you could be on the right side of that going short, but you could be wrong, right? It's a 50-50. So to every play, there's a 50-50. You got your Bulls and you got your Bears. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining in. So overall, big picture, um, we had this giant bull flag over here. And so as we've kind of sold off a little bit, we've been holding this box right here, right? And so that's kind of towards the top of this right here. So I think there was a lot of There's a lot to that, but we've broken below that now. And so I thought we might be holding that, and then we might be playing around a little bit more up here. And then I was looking for another big drop. But the fact that we're just kind of moseying on down and we were selling off with a little bit of force there, and we got below this zone, then it was pretty clear that we were going to get that drop. So it was, I think, a good chance. It was a very good chance. And so luckily we got it. And I think we're probably setting up for a little bit more. So if we look at where the expected moves are, so you have these expected levels here. So upper level is 157.74. The lower level is all the way down here at 150.89. So those numbers are a little rough, so they might be off by 30 points or so because I grabbed those numbers a little bit later after market open on Sunday. So once the futures started rolling on Sunday, I captured those. So I just snagged them real quick, and it was based off of the price that we had already achieved on Sunday. So we'll see if it still makes sense. But I'd watch out for those levels. Either way, it would be down here somewhere. But it's interesting that that particular level lines up right with this kind of a zone that we have mapped out. So if we zoom in a little bit, let's see how we're looking on the 15. So we're about we're getting close to that half-hour mark. So let's see if we are getting signs of a turnaround. Scoot this guy over. All right, so I'm not in anything at the moment. So far we've just taken the one trade. Did you guys happen to grab anything this morning? Any shorts, any longs? Still waiting for a better setup? Okay, so the low of this candle is 74. Um, okay, so we created a little bit of a base right here at 79.80, something like that. So if you were feeling bullish, that would have been your play. Once this base had been constructed right here, it's about time to get off this 1 minute too, though. So let's go ahead and move this over to do a 3 minute. But you can see this little base was constructed. So as that starts to form, if you're feeling bullish, that would have been a great entry with a stop just below this long wick here. So getting in about 79 or 78, stop under 73. So not too bad. You would have had about a 6 point stop, 5 or 6 point stop. If you're feeling bullish. And so if I was watching that, I would have considered maybe taking like a quick scalp off of that once I saw this base forming because we had such a big move down. I can see us getting a little bit of a pop up. And so based on where it was, we did go up to, see if you were in right here on this candle, you would have got up to 94. So that would have been a great play. Quick 10, 15 points in your favor. And that's all you need. You don't need, we got lucky with the 30-point move. Um, but you don't need 30 points. 5 or 10 points is fine. Do that a couple times a day, or even just once. Even just once is great. With futures, that's it. And I think that's the beauty of futures. When you're looking at stocks, you're looking for big movers. And it's going to take a little while to get those big movers. But I think with futures, you can knock it out really fast. These quick little trades. So we should have took that break of 75. But let's just see how this plays out. So we have 1 minute left of this 3 minute candle. All right, let's see what we get. So if we took the break, We got down to 65. That wouldn't have been much. So I would have hit one profit target. So I always have one set at 5 for just a quick scalp. And then we would have stopped to break even. So we would have got 5 points on the deal, only for one contract. The other contract would have been break even. So let's see what we do here. So we got 10 seconds left in this candle. So it gave a little fake out. So maybe we're going to have more of a turnaround. Maybe we're going to mosey back up to this zone up here because we've pushed down quite a bit. So I'm not in anything yet. I'm kind of waiting to see. So if we got in now, our stop would have to be down here, and I don't like that. It's too wide. Today I'm just doing minis. I'm not trading micros. Yesterday I was a lot looser. I played a lot looser with my micros, which you can with micros. And I was just trading one, so that wasn't going to hurt the accounts. But if I'm taking on two minis, I don't want to give it more than 10 points. So we're showing like we're slowing down here. So as these candles get smaller, we might be looking for more of a reversal. And so I'd be happy taking a long and shooting for about 5. So we'll snag 5 points and then see if we can get about 10 or 15 on the second contract. And then I think we'll be good. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining our trading session this morning. If you guys can hear me, can you drop a heart or just say hello or something? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me all right. Make sure the audio is on. I've muted myself in the past on accident. I did make sure the mute's off, but you never know with these things. All right, so nice push up. We could have been kind of risky here and gotten in around the 70 level with a 5 point stop, but it wasn't the best setup, so I didn't take it. Hey, what's up, Ruben? Good morning. Hi, Warren. Good morning from Guam. Awesome, man. Thanks for joining the trade. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. And thanks for letting me know this audio is working. I was afraid I was talking to myself. um, okay, here we go. So we're pushing up, and so we have a little bit of a base on top here. If you look at these guys here, so we can use that as some kind of an entry. So that'd give us an entry around 96. So if I was looking to go long, maybe, but it's not perfect. So I would wait. So, and we closed just below that, so I don't like it. I think we might pull back a little bit more. So maybe try down at 80 with a stop under 73. I think I'd be open to that. And because it's not like wonderful, I think I'd be looking at just one contract. But no, we didn't get a big enough pullback. So not in it. I'm going to wait. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning. Are you guys trading the NQ this morning? You're looking at NQ futures, or is anyone trading the ES? I can pop up a ES chart if you like to watch that as well. So I'm waiting for more of a setup. I am interested in going in long, and I want to go long and some knowing that this is kind of a target right up here around 317 to 324. I think we can hit that. So as long as the trade's going to give me a setup for at least, I'm going to say 10 to 15 points, I'll lock in 5, and then I'll still try to grab 10 or 15 on that second contract. Okay, NQ and MNQ. Nice. All right, and YM. All right, very good. I've traded the YM a little bit, but I don't focus on that. But in the future, we can definitely go over the YM, and I'd be happy to chart stuff out with you guys if you'd like that. Um, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. It's definitely a little bit different of a mover. I just really like the NQ though. That's why I always kind of go over the NQ. But I'd be happy to go over the other stuff. NQ short at 944. Okay, nice. Nice, man. That should have been green. Hopefully that was green for you. Some good moves this morning, especially after yesterday. Yesterday's morning was terrible. It was all over the place. But if you look at the charts, though, yesterday, even though it was so icky and just the right patience, just playing the zones gave you really good entries for long and shorts, just within the zones. And I had missed like most of those plays, which is really sad because I watched the zones. So, kind of a fail. Okay, so it looks like we're dropping a little bit. I wonder if there's anything left in this for us to push up. Um, where do we get down to? 81. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to 5. So most likely we're building out probably for another drop, because I think there's a lot more room to drop. Um, I was hoping we could run it up into this zone, or at least right around here, 17 level. When NQ is boring, yeah, it does get boring. Yesterday it was so boring. It just started moving so slow. Very good. So initially, when I first started looking at funded companies, Top Step was one of the companies I was looking at. I did try to get funded. In fact, I did pass their test a long time ago, and so I was funded with Top Step, and it did not last. Did not last. It was very short lived. I've been funded with Tick Tick Trader, and that was probably one of the fastest payouts I ever got. I got funded, and I was paid out like within a couple days afterwards. I was just killing it. Had some really great plays. So they're pretty legit. It's just the problem with Tick Tick Traders, you can't really grow your account with them and have like extra flexibility. Whereas with Apex Trader Funding, as your account grows, initially you're dealing with this trailing threshold, which is kind of a headache to deal with. But after you grow your account big enough, then that threshold goes away and you have this giant buffer, and with the added benefit of being able to trade, full size right out the gate. So that's always just available. You don't have to have your account switched up. You know, um, you don't have to ask for permission for them to, allow certain types of trades or free to just grow your account. No, it's just you just grow the balance and you're good. With Tick Tick Trader, you're always stuck in this little box. No matter what, you can never lose more than 2,500 in a day. So even if you add $10,000-$20,000 to your account, you still have to trade kind of small, so you're limited. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you just can't grow. You can't scale it up. So that gets old, and then they're really finicky about their rules. So depending on what the account size is, you have to make sure that you only trade a certain size. And as the account size grows, then you can trade more um, or trade with larger size. So definitely no setup for the long. We already dropped. We are making new lows. So I was thinking we were going to build out a little bit more before being able to grab another short. That's why I was entertaining the long. That did not happen. So looking for another setup here. So overall, yeah, market selling off. the smartest plays are going to be to the downside. But I thought we'd get a pull up to back up to that bottom of that zone. Oh, absolutely, Warren. Oh, and by the way, I am in another Top Step challenge. Once they switched the rules around, they piqued my interest. So I decided to go ahead and grab a challenge account. So I have one currently running. I'll probably take a look at that one today, later on today. I have um, a couple days under my belt. First day was Wicked Green. Second day was not. Um, but that's totally my fault. I'm being kind of done with that, and I'm trading too large. So that's absolutely my fault. But yeah, I'll take a look at that later on today and see if I can find a good trade for that one and lock in another green day with them. But now that they've changed their rules, I think it's interesting. They have a faster payout than Apex, that's for sure. But I don't know. I still prefer Apex. Really do. I kind of picked it up just for the fun of it. You know what? I've been hearing a little bit about UProfit, but I haven't researched them. I haven't looked to see what they're all about. The first thing I saw though was their pricing, and pricing just seems really expensive. But if there's no monthly maintenance fee and there's no activation fee, then I can see maybe that wouldn't be so bad. So you're funded with UProfit. Well, congrats on being in a funded account, man. That's great. How do you like it? Um, Again, I don't really know much about it, so what do you think? So you like the end of day trailing drawdown. That's a plus. Yeah, that's always a plus. And that's what's nice about Top Step. They do have that. Okay, cool, man. I hope things are going well on your challenge account. Yeah, with Apex, you just got to get past that hump of that trailing threshold. Good morning. Thanks for joining our chat here. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, you just got to get past that initial hump. And then once you're over that, it's some stress has been just relieved, less weight on your shoulders. But if you trade it small, it's not so bad. You just got to learn to take your profit a little bit early, so you become a little bit more of a scalper. But then you can adjust that as your account size grows. So it's still good to take profit early, I think. You want to lock in some green and then let some other ones just run. But you want to trail that stop initially, that's for sure. Oh, nice, man. That's great. A 6 month run. That's wonderful. On the first day. Awesome, man. That's a huge win. So if they let you do that, I mean, I can see the allure there. That sounds good. I got to look into them, read a little bit more about them. And I mean, that sounds good. I think other people should probably hear about that. So maybe I'll have to put out a video, showcase them. That's exactly like Tick Tick Trader. That's exactly like Tick Tick Trader. You can only take 50%. Um, Actually, you can take anything above their threshold, but they keep 50% of the profit for the first 40 days. And then after that, you get 100% of the profit for up to 4 months. And then after that 4 month period, then you keep 90%. But that's still nice though, especially if you need the funds. So if you kill it for a couple days and then you want to take some money out, and that's very nice. And it's a feel good too when you're making these withdrawals and paying yourself right away out the gate. Feels good. Definitely feels like a mega accomplishment. Yeah, the end of day trailing drawdown. It's hurting them. I don't know if they're ever going to change that. I wish they would, but I don't know. I think it teaches you to just to take some profit though, and that's good. That's what you have to do. You got to pay yourself. All right, so we're coming down into looks like a zone I already have mapped out here. So I want to take a look at that. So it's a small guy. So from 207 up to 235. Let's see how it looked in the past. So I'm going out to the 4 hour. Yeah, I would watch out for that. So if I was short, I'd be tightening it up if I was trying to get all the way down to here. Um, and I would possibly entertain a quick scalp off the top of this zone, anticipating some other buyers being in. Oh, nice, man. Well, I hope you like them. Um, you passed five 50K accounts. Oh, well done. Congrats. Nice job, man. What kind of setups do you look for, Ruben? What do you like to trade? Are you a zone trader too, or do you look for just formations, or do you like EMAs? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Man, 250,000 funded. That's awesome. It's a quarter million. That's a huge deal. People don't know like how big of a deal this is. It's a big deal. Only trending markets. That's good, man. It's a smart play. Yeah, some days I'm over here trying to force it, but you got to know when you got to take a break. I think that's one of the hardest parts, knowing when you just need to just step away or don't even take a trade. Um, I need to work on that myself. That's for sure. I wonder if we're going to be just selling off all day. We totally could. A lot of room down to this other expected or this lower expected move. A lot of room. Yeah, 200 points. Well, stay with what you know, man. I mean, MNQ, it's the same thing. And if you're profitable with micros, why not just keep it that way? You can absolutely kill it with micros. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. That makes sense why you should stick with MNQ with them. But if you've been trading like that for 6 months and keeping it tight with an $1,100 max loss, kudos, brother. That's amazing. All right, so I had an alert set here at 4350. Um, that's because I wanted to see what happens in this zone. Well, I mean, if you have that kind of control already, man, you are gonna kill it with you are just gonna, oh man, I'm excited to see what you do, see where you're at, like 6 months from now or a year from now. I hope you share with us. You're gonna be amazing because with that, you will just get through the trailing threshold and build up that buffer. And you'll be there before you know it. Just don't oversize, and you'll be fine. Absolutely, man. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate that. So instead of having this set as an alert, I should have had this set as a entry, huh? We, wi- we wicked right down to my alert by like 50 cents. Let's see, the low of this was 152.44. My alert set at 152.43.50. Um, and now we're up 20 points from there. That's interesting. Oh, that's still great, brother. That's 405. It's wonderful. Mountain Standard Time. So I'm 3 hours behind over here. I think it's behind, right? Yeah, it's 7:24 my time. So it's still pretty early. And that's a cool thing. Because it's so early, when my days are done early, I have literally all day. So that's good and bad. Like for me, because I love watching the markets and they will just suck me back in. So that's been a challenge. So I got to fill my day with just other stuff, keep busy and stay off the phone, stay off the charts, because I think it's super addicting, especially because when you love it, and then you know the potential, and it just reels you back in. But I've learned to just kind of watch, try not to overtrade. So you just got to step away, just do stuff. Wow, it's pretty late, man. So welcome. You're from the future. That's awesome. How is the future? Are things going well? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't know how you can't love it. I don't know how you can't. Well, hopefully you get to call it a day soon. Because you do need to get some sleep. Sleep is good. I've definitely pulled many of all-nighters. Gotta watch out for that. It's dangerous. Just make your money and close up shop. Get some sleep. You can dream about it. All right, so I'd be watching out for this 78 level. We hovered around 78, 80, based out there before we saw the other drop. And then we pushed down, got down to the 50 level, um, and got a little bit of a turnaround. So I wonder if this 80 level could be a good short entry. So I think I might be entertaining that idea. So a quick little push up into that. Um, let's see if we get in short at 80, 87 or 88. No, I probably have a stop at 86. So I'd give it a 6 point stop, but yeah, I don't think that's too bad. It'd be safer if we waited and got off of this zone here. If we dropped down in the zone, I would rather take a play off of that. But I think I'm going to give this a shot. So here we are.
Order filled.
Sounds like we got some lag there. Some contracts still getting filled. And I'm getting ready to get out. So we're at 83. Just need a little bit of a drop. So I was looking for more of a snapback, and so I'm thinking about getting out a little bit sooner than that 86. So I'm going to call it there 85.
Order filled.
Should have no positions open. Good. Okay. All right. So lost a little bit of green there. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking for a bigger pullback. So that's two trades in. So sticking to my rules, I'll take one more. Take one more and call it a day. So I think it's going to take a little while to find something really solid. Right now, doing 20. Yeah, doing 20. All right, let's get this back to the 15 and see how we look. Okay, so it's we're at the hour. We're to open. Oh, no worries, man. So Tick Tick Trader, I'm absolutely done with them. So yeah, I was just done with it. And they don't allow you to copy. uh, only if you're in the eval phase. So if you're taking challenges, you can have multiple accounts and you can copy those. But once you're in a funded account, they don't allow you to copy. So there's definitely a lot of downside with them. But for being funded fast, the only perk to them is like if you know how to trade and you're looking for some quick money, you can get funded and paid out, in a day if everything goes your way. You trade, pre-market or market open, hit your target. Their targets for the Express account, I think it's like 6,500, if I remember correctly. So you hit that target, and then you just submit your forms, and if they're on their game, uh, you'll be funded before the trading session ends for that day. So then technically you can get back in and take real trades. And if the market's just moving, then you can kill it, and then you can put in a payout request like the next day. And before they used to be really fast on stuff, so you can literally get paid out the next day. But now I think they've attracted some attention, so they're moving a little bit slower. They're a nice company to deal with. I think their customer service is pretty good, so that's a bonus. But yeah, they're slowing down a little bit. But yeah, you can't copy funded accounts, so that's a big drawback. Which what leads me back to Apex. Good morning. Thanks for joining our session this morning. Appreciate it. So it looks like I took that short just a little early. I didn't realize we were at that next 15-minute mark. Those are good to watch out for. I want to see us come down to this next zone here. So down to 37. What is this? 34? So 35. Let's see what we're going to do here. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. If it's your first time here, feel free to say hello. So definitely looking for a short. See if we build out. Looks like this a giant bear flag. Might take a while. So I don't know if any of you guys caught my stream yesterday. I was talking about my plans afterwards. I was going to smoke some ribs, so I ended up smoking some ribs, um, which I absolutely love to do. But I had such a late start. I use this new method. Are any of you into cooking or grilling or anything like that? Um, Hopefully, you kind of are, because I'm going to talk about it. I cheated a little bit and I fired up my pressure cooker. So this is like terrible. And but I did it and I threw some baby backs in there for I think it was like 40 minutes. But I still fired up the grill. I smoke on a Weber, and so after I had all my ribs instant cooked, pressure cooked, I threw them on the grill for about I think it was 3 hours. But they might have been the best ribs I've ever made. So I was pretty happy with that. And everyone that ate them enjoyed them, but they said they did. Maybe they're just trying to make me feel good, but that was fun. So still looking for a setup here. Ideally, want to find a nice shorts. We're hovering just above this zone, and we got a ways to go. Let's see. Tomorrow, what do we have going on? Tomorrow we have nothing tomorrow. So it's Thursday, I think. CPI. Yeah. So initial jobless claims and CPI data on Thursday. So we should be good today for some good movement. Hopefully a little bit more good movement. But we've got to watch out for Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow might be kind of weird because the market tends to get in this lull right before that stuff. So I'd be watching out for that. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'm gonna go heat up some ribs. My niece turned me on to this nice little barbecue sauce that she whips together. She cheats too. She grabs some I think it's Sweet Baby Ray's, and then she adds sriracha and honey. So it's like a honey hot barbecue sauce. So it's a little hack. But I think it tastes pretty good. Got a good zing to it, and it's extra sweet. So I like to do that. It's pretty nice. We are just building something here. See, I don't. I wonder if we're gonna pull back up to that 300. Let's see what happens with that 87. That's where we got right here, right? 87. Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's is pretty good. But if you like it a little, if you like things a little spicy, and like a little bit of tang, adding that sriracha, that's an interesting flavor. It's good. I like it. All right, so we pulled up to that. We got close to that 87, and it looks like we're rejecting a little bit. So we got to say 84. That could have been the short entry. I want to go short. I want to drop this thing down into this 35 level. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they do too. Okay. I think I'm going to have to get a refill on my coffee, so I'm going to step away for just a couple minutes. Shouldn't take long. and I'll be right back. All right. So what I miss? Looks like we're still building it out a little bit. Maybe getting ready for the drop. Let's see, we pulled it up to, what's that? Did we go to 96? 95. So not quite 300, but pretty close. Well, I still want to take this thing short. So that's a 25-point move right there. Hmm. Just looking for one more good trade. So I don't think we're there yet. Does anybody have any big plans for today after your trading session's over? I think we're going to do a poll too. Let's see. What do you guys see? Is this a bear flag or is it a reversal? Bear flag, we see some continuation, or are we building up a reversal here? We're going to flip around. I think we're getting the move. Okay, so breaking 50.
Order filled.
Wow.
Order filled.
I'm just waiting for us to get down to this 35. Let's see how much more time we need for that. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. So I've had a great start, and then looks like I feel like I'm fizzling out here. So technically I should be done. Contemplating taking that extra trade, but I don't know that I'm gonna. Might have to leave having burned some of that cushion today. But I'm gonna watch this for a bit, see what we do. That pull back up. That was right here, 63. Maybe now we'll get the drop. Pull back right down. There we go. 30-point move. I got in a little early, so we pushed down, and then I wanted us to get this break. And as we pushed down, we started pulling back just a little bit. I got in on the ask, but then we just continued up, and I got stopped out. And then we turned around. Classic, right? Oh yeah. So it looks like we're running into a bunch of buyers at the moment. Let's see what we do here. Another shot.
Order filled.
Well, that was delayed. Well, looks like I pulled the trigger early on. So the drop was looking for the break of down here, and so as we started moving down, I was getting ready to get in, and we pulled back up a little bit. So I got in on the ask, and then but we continued up, and I got stopped out, and then we ended up wicking up to right over here, this area here at 63. I thought we would. I didn't think we'd break this here at 55. So that was a bad call on my part. So it got stopped out, and then we turned red, and then I ended up trying to take the bounce off the top of the zone. So once we kind of saw some hesitation towards the top of here, let's see, I tried to just take a quick, I was looking for a quick bounce, so right out of the zone. I was hoping we'd get right back up to here again, close to the 50 level. That did not work out, so I didn't give it the full 10. I just, I think I risked, 5 points? Or maybe it was 3.5, something like that. So I just took the L, and that's it. That was one trade too many, so I'm going to have to call it there for that. So it's kind of disappointing. Started off very green. Great play out the gate in this drop. And then a couple bad ones. I'm going to have to walk away red today. But looks like hopefully we get some continuation through this zone. It'd be nice if we just went the whole route down to this 207. That can be the tricky part of playing with zones too, because ideally, if you're coming down into a zone, we're looking for buyers, and it seemed like we were going a little bit slow, so I was thinking, it might be seeing more buyers, and I was looking for a pop out of it, but we kind of just sunk right into it. So at this point, if we're going to stay inside the zone, we want to look for a short off the top. So look to enter maybe around here and take it short. But yeah, I've exceeded my my trades for the day, so I'll have to stop. Let's see. So what do you guys think here? Are we turning around, or are we going to continue? We're sinking down into this thing. What are we getting here? Showing some green. Buyers stepping it up off of that 25 level. Gotta watch out for those quarters. Looks like we got a low of about 22. So yeah, 22.25. See how the ES is looking. Oh, that was mapped out a lot better. That would have been the play here. Right to the top of the zone, and then short. Let's see, 492. That would have been a great move, 10-point move on the ES. And once we break that, 44.63, here we come. All right, 807. Let's see what we do here. Let's see if we might be building out another little bear flag. If it keeps it towards the top of this zone, then it'll make it a clear entry for a short. Unless we get something that shows us that we're showing some strength that we want to pop out of this thing, but trend is down, so I think there's a lot more room to go. Alright, so let's end this poll. What do we got here? Bear flag, yes. Reversal, no. One vote. I think you're right, though. And that was right. But, yeah, we're probably going to get another bear flag. So I wonder if we hit this expected move today. We could absolutely do that. Could happen today, could happen tomorrow. And then we'll see what that CPI data does to us. Might get a pop up and then some kind of a fake out and then just drop right through it. Yeah, because after breaking this level here, I think we've got a ways to go. I was thinking down here. Yeah, I'm thinking down here. We'll see what happens. Well, I think that's going to be it for me. I wish I had something better for you guys. But yeah, I think this is going to continue down. But I hope you guys end up greener than I am. I'm going to have to walk away red today. So I don't like walking away red. It's like the hardest thing to do. Especially once I was up pretty, I was pretty green. That's okay. So I'm going to walk away red, call it a day. But I hope you guys have a much better day than I had. So good luck to you. And thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. So we'll do the same thing tomorrow. See you guys first thing in the morning. All right, you have a good one. Take care.